There's a cartoon episode that aired once, and was almost immediately banned. It was said to be too disturbing, too unsettling for the general public. But the real horror lies not in the cartoon itself, but in what happens after you watch it. But rumor has it, if you watch it alone after midnight, something follows you. It's not just a feeling of being watched, it's a presence. A shadow that lingers and grows stronger with each passing moment. Follows you, and eventually, it kills you. The stories are consistent. People who watched it reported seeing a dark figure in their peripheral vision, always just out of clear sight. David was more than a friend. He was my confidant, my partner in crime. We shared everything, from our deepest fears to our wildest dreams. He was like a brother. We grew up together, inseparable since childhood. Our bond was unbreakable, or so I thought. Funny, kind, always the life of the party. David had a way of making everyone around him feel special, like they were the only person in the room, until the day he told me about the cartoon. His voice was different, almost haunted, as he recounted the tale. A strange black and white cartoon from 1966, about a cat endlessly chased by its own shadow. The animation was crude, the storyline simple, but there was something deeply unsettling about it. As the episode progressed, the visuals became distorted, warped, like the reel itself was scared. The cat's shadow seemed to take on a life of its own, growing darker and more menacing. And then came the final scene. Omni Hexus Satanas. David started changing. He became withdrawn, paranoid, always looking over his shoulder. He said he saw things, felt watched. He described a shadowy figure that seemed to follow him everywhere, lurking just out of sight. His TV turned on by itself, always at 3 a.m. It was as if the cartoon had a life of its own, reaching out to him through the static. And in the static, he heard his name. Then, he vanished. It was as if he had been swallowed by the darkness that haunted him. 3 days later, they found what was left of him in the woods. The scene was gruesome, a nightmare come to life, skinned, just like the cartoon's ending. The parallels were too eerie to ignore. 10 years later, I couldn't let it go. I searched everywhere, and I found it. The tape that had haunted my dreams for a decade. The cartoon. His cartoon. The one that had taken David from me. And I watched it. Every frame. Every second. Hoping to understand what had driven David to madness. And now... Wait. Something feels off. Something just moved in the corner of my eye. A shadow. Fleeting but unmistakable. No, not something. Someone. The same shadow that haunted David. Long silence. Omni Hexus Satanas. The curse is real, and now it's my turn.